One, first and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Wadash for the Spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the men of the Lord, prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, Barakatam. This is your brother Yara going back in on another video here. You can see this title. It says Lefty School Teacher Says Students Can Pledge Allegiance to LGBT Flag. And this is how we know, again, what time it is, because this is normal now, man. Like, don't y'all Jakes want to get out of here, man? Every day you waking up to some madness, There's a image of Lil Nas X, going on. As a matter of fact, I might pull that up for brothers that can stomach it. Salakia. This abomination right here. This here, man. Absolutely insane, man. And this is a Jake, but you see how they got you to fall for it first, all right? They got you involved in it, man. All right? They're pushing that on our kids first before they push it on anybody else. But let's watch a little bit of this video, because I won't keep this long,
For us. Well, yes, indeed. A lefty school teacher, it's always the lefty school teachers in America, took down the American flag from her classroom during COVID because it made her uncomfortable and discouraged her students from saying the Pledge of Allegiance. She told them it was okay to just clasp their hands and sort of look down and look serious. But interestingly enough, she reneged on that and had them say the Pledge of Allegiance to the LGBT pride flag. Take a look at this.
During third period, we have announcements and they do the Pledge of Allegiance. I always tell my class, stand if you feel like it, don't stand if you feel like it.
And you see the amount of pride on this bitch face? We're going to work y'all to the bone in the kingdom, man. This is unacceptable, man. Goodness gracious.
Say the words if you want, don't have to say the words. So my class decided to stand but not say the words. In the meantime, I tell this kid, we do have a flag in the class that you can pledge your allegiance to. And he looks around and goes.
And you can also see this place getting confounded, because here she is. They're taking down the American flag, man. You got Esau basically going against himself, man. Completely a house divided, where they take down their own flag because of what they don't feel like it represents righteousness, right? But it's still utter confusion. Why? Because what flag did she put up in its place?
Oh, that one?
Daisy's Doozy. I think that's got to be the new segment. Daisy's Doozy. That's a classic.
And so you basically can see that she had the alternative flag up there and said, y'all can pledge allegiance to this. You know what I'm saying? This is part of that image, And I just typed in image and beast because if they're so bold with that level of pride to show that in front of your kids and say you can pledge allegiance to something so demonic, what do you think is coming next, man? All right. You see guys like Lil Nas X and them being more and more popular. These guys getting more media coverage and more headlines and social media impressions than any other star right now. Why? Because he's the one that's the most wicked. All right. This is Revelation 13 and 14. The first one, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And part of that image was that flag she brought up. All right. The eagle, all of this architecture. When you look at around Washington, D.C., the Masonic construction, of the cities and the streets and the different monuments. These all go back to Rome, man. That beast. All of the holidays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all of these wicked pagan holidays. It's part of the image, and what was Rome into? All manners of debauchery, you know, undesirable lifestyles. All right, women empowerment. All of these things. It's all been done before, and Esau has reincarnated it. All right, in the form of America. All these philosophies. You got to be tolerant of this, or else. You might lose your job. They might try to sue you. All right. In some places in Canada, man, they taking people's kids away because they don't let them undergo certain procedures that would change them from male to female, or female to male, or whichever. You know, this is that image, man. It says Revelation 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you saw Jake getting their kids taken away because they wouldn't take the serpent juice. All right, taking their kids away, man. Now, what do you think is coming next? If people are laying down, allowing this, they're allowing this to happen. If you don't worship, if you don't get with the program, there's a precept that just came to my head. I believe it's Sirach 26. What do you think is coming next? All right. Let me search it real quick. Yeah, this is Sirach 22 and 24. It says, as vapor and smoke of a furnace goeth before the fire, so reviling before blood. All right. So reviling, what does reviling mean? It says just like a smoke go up before fire, man. What happens after reviling? It says criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner, and that's what Esau is doing, the accuser. All right. It says, as the vapor and smoke of a furnace goeth before the fire. All right. So reviling before blood. So this guy's already started the reviling. He's demonizing you. He's calling you anti-vacciners. Putting you into this category, splitting up against us and them. So what's coming next? Blood. Blood is coming next. All right. Revelation 14:9. And as a matter of fact, I'll just read 14:9 and 10. Because this is what's going to happen if you bow to that image, man. Because if you bow to that image, most likely you're going to take the mark. All right. They go hand in hand. This is why we tell you to with all your heart, your might, to resist this so-called fluid that they're trying to give to you. All right. It says Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. That means straight, no chaser. You're going to drink every last drop if you take that mark, man. All right. And there's a very, very strong possibility if you worship this image, if you don't pull out of this thing, like the scriptures say, come out of her, my people, you're gonna get wrapped up into it. Fear is gonna get the better of you. All right. And you're gonna be delivered over into that emotional state, that instability that comes from being outside of the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You're gonna be given over to it. And ultimately you're gonna take that mark. And what's going to happen? The Most High, once you do that, that's a wrap. All right? You might as well be a heathen at that point, because the Most High is getting ready to turn up on this place. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. When you drink something, man, that's it. It's in your body, you know? It says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And we know that that's talking about thermonuclear destruction. You got to be a wicked ass nigga to have the Most High roast your ass as part of a memorial of what not to do, which is what Babylon the Great is. That smoke ascending up into heaven. It says, and the smoke of verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the image of the beast, and whosoever receive the mark of his name. So that's going to be like a monument, man, a memorial. That smoke going up forever. That's a sign. All right. And if you a wicked ass nigga, part of that smoke is going to be you. All right. Now eventually you're going to be reborn and whatnot and into the kingdom, man. But that's a heavy judgment, man. You know, we should be doing everything we can to pull out of this thing, you know. We should be withdrawing from this world, man. Get ready to lose your job. Get ready to lose friends, family members. This ain't a joke, you know. Last precept, man. I'll end it there, but you can go back and read all of the precepts relating to the image of the beast, and basically you're gonna be destroyed if you bow down to this, you know. But we see Esau's got this. He's got his claws locked in on key areas, you know, which is children, all right, and the media, all right, trying to control this thing, trying to control your mind as much as he can, so he can get as many jakes as he can. The scriptures say Satan desired to have you, to sift you out as wheat, all right. But this is Romans 11:4. It says, but what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. All right. And that represents the elect. So we're out here, man. All right. If you're of that number, man, if you're comforted by this word, then you're going to be good, man, as long as you keep the faith. You know? That we never bow to what's happening, because this is just the beginning, man. Things about to get really bad out here. All right. And if you're not one of these men, you're gonna be caught up in everything that comes with it. Plagues, judgment on all sides. You know, read through the scriptures about what the day of the Lord is like, man. It's nothing you want to be on the wrong side of. Okay. You know. So with that, I'll end it there. Hopefully, your brothers were edified. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Wadash Wa Abba Babal Shalom.